Imagine being trapped in a foreign country as war rages around you. That's the reality for thousands of Kenyans in the Middle East right now. This is Kenya News Update today. Coming up, you'll discover the dramatic rescue mission launched by Kenya Airways and the human stories of fear and desperation behind the headlines. Meet Kenyans like those who spoke to Nation. They are currently not working and have been advised to remain at home. They felt trapped as they could not fly back home since much of the airspace in the Middle East and Gulf region was closed and flights grounded. But here's the twist. A lifeline has finally been approved. Kenya Airways, our national carrier, is launching a critical repatriation operation. This isn't a regular flight schedule. This is an emergency mission. The carrier said the move follows approval of slots by Dubai International Airport. These are not regular flights, rather repatriation flights for customers who are citizens or have residency in the UAE to be able to travel out of Nairobi and vice versa. The flights are scheduled for March 4 and 5, 2026. That's this week. The urgency is palpable. Kenyans living and working in Middle East countries have expressed their anxiety as the war in the region rages on. For weeks, they've been living in limbo, watching the crisis unfold, unable to escape. And then something shocking happened, the airspace closure. This wasn't just an inconvenience, it was a complete stranding. Families were separated, workers were left without income. The psychological toll is immense, but here's what nobody's talking about. This operation is a two-way street. It's not just about bringing Kenyans home, it's also about repatriating citizens of the United Arab Emirates who are stuck in Nairobi. This is a diplomatic and logistical tightrope walk. The approval of slots at one of the world's busiest airports, Dubai International, during a regional crisis is a minor miracle. It shows intense behind-the-scenes negotiations. Here's the part that will blow your mind. Organizing this in the middle of a conflict zone, coordinating with authorities, ensuring security, and mobilizing aircraft and crew at a moment's notice. Kenya Airways is stepping up in a huge way. This is about national duty. This is about bringing our people home. The relief for those who secure a seat on these flights will be overwhelming. After days or weeks of uncertainty, they will finally see a path to safety. But the impact goes beyond just these two flights. This sets a precedent. It shows that even when commercial aviation grinds to a halt, solutions can be found. It highlights the critical role national carriers play in times of international crisis. They are more than businesses. They are instruments of state policy and human rescue. However, some tough questions remain. How many people will actually get on these flights? The slots are limited. The demand is enormous. Who gets priority? And what about Kenyans in other Middle Eastern countries beyond the UAE? The crisis isn't isolated. The implications are serious for Kenya's diaspora, one of our largest sources of foreign remittance. Their safety is our collective concern. The controversy lies in the scale. 2 flights might feel like a drop in the ocean for all those stranded. But it's a start. It's a signal that Kenya is paying attention. The unanswered question is, what happens next? If the crisis continues, will there be more flights? The story here is one of anxiety, relief, and complex logistics. It's about the human cost of geopolitics. It's about a plane ticket becoming the most valuable document someone can hold. So, do you think Kenya is doing enough to protect its citizens abroad during international crises? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more breaking news that affects you and your family.